I need to probably tell you a little bit then about what the Centre for Christian Living is, especially if you're new. And maybe I'm a little bit slow on this front. I've only been working for CCL for 4 years as its director, but I've just worked out what our name actually means. The Centre for Christian Living. It's pretty obvious. It's one level. We're an organisation, a centre set up by Moore College to provide help and teaching and input for the Christian community of Sydney and beyond about living the Christian life. That's pretty obviously what the Centre for Christian Living is, to bless the Christian community by bringing biblical ethics to all the different issues that face us as Christians in this complex world. But I've only just realised what a cool double meaning our name also has. Because, of course, the centre for Christian living is Jesus Christ, isn't he? He's the centre of our lives as Christians, the centre of our communities that we're going to be speaking about in just a few moments. He's the centre of the universe. And so the Centre for Christian Living is Jesus Christ. And that's what we're about at the Centre for Christian Living, figuring out how the gospel of Jesus Christ plays out in every aspect of our lives, figuring out what it means to be like Jesus Christ in every aspect of our lives. And we do that at the CCL in a bunch of different ways. We do it at events, of course, like this. We put on 4 events like this during the year. This is the first of them, and I'll be telling you about the others a little bit later on. But more than that, if you happen to miss the events, or if you want to see all that we've done in all the past events we've done, and there have been lots of them, you can go to our website, which is there on the screen, ccl.moore.edu.au. All the video and audio and text and articles from all our events is on the website. It's a great repository of material about the Christian life. And there's articles there on lots of different subjects as well you can search. So it's a great archive to trawl your way through. The other thing we do is that we run a podcast, the Centre for Christian Living podcast, a very imaginatively named podcast, but look, it tells you what it is. It's a podcast and it's from us. And roughly every month or so, I interview a guest about some aspect of the Christian life. This is by far the most popular and widespread thing now that we do as CCL. We have thousands of people tuning into every episode. If you haven't jumped on the podcast bandwagon yet, do it. This is a great place to start. If you don't know how to get podcasts or what podcasts are, come and talk to me afterwards and I'll tell you how. But about 30 minutes or so per episode. We're putting out around 1 a month, although this year we're going to increase the frequency of those episodes. It's a great thing to do on your commute or if you're relaxing at home at night. The Centre for Christian Living podcast, and you can get that wherever you get your podcasts. One quick thing on that, this year one of the bonus episodes we're going to be doing regularly for the podcast is a special Q&A episode every couple of months where we gather in questions from our readers on anything you want to know at all about the Christian life, and we will answer it for you. So if you have any questions about the Christian life, I'm sure you have questions, just send them in to ccl@moore.edu.au. We will answer your questions. Questions are guaranteed 100% to be correct and to change your life for the better, possibly. Or maybe for the worse. But they will be great answers. Send in your questions and we'll answer them. Ask us anything. The other thing we're doing for the first time this year is that we've produced the Centre for Christian Living Annual. This is our first ebook. And basically we've gathered up all the great material from 2018. It's the Centre for Christian Living Annual for 2018. All the material from our public events last year, the Os Guinness event, the great talk that Dan Wu gave on guilt and shame, Philip Jensen on spirit-inspired living, Paul Williamson on hell, all that material's in there. The best of our podcasts, so about half a dozen or so of the best transcripts from the podcast, plus a bunch of excellent short articles from our Centre for Christian Living student team. There's a bunch of students here at college who are part of the CCL team. You see them buzzing around helping on the events. They've written articles which are excellent in quality, I can tell you, and they're in this as well. And you can get this on Kindle or at iBooks. And for a really weird reason that I won't go into, it's free on iBooks, because that was the only way we could reasonably get it on iBooks. It's $2.99 on Kindle, because that was the only way we could reasonably get it on Kindle. I don't understand how, but that's it. If you want it for free, you go to iBooks. If you've got a Kindle, I'm sorry, you're going to have to part with the princely sum of $2.99 for all this material. So there's the new Centre for Christian Living Annual for 2018. Get hold of that. If you'd like it, Karen has asked me to ask you, Karen Beelhartz is my assistant here and who's brilliant. She's asked me to say that if you'd really like a PDF of this ebook, if that's what you'd really like, then send us an email and we'll organise that for you as well.